The TV.
It's not even kind of on.
Yeah, and that was what was happening the other day when I tried that.
I don't have to zoom in.
Can you make a call to get that repaired? Hold on a second. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I didn't know you could see it like that. Because I was just looking at the screen and I can't see a thing. But you could see it. You said you see it on your Zoom. And it's still on HDMI too? Can you still see it?
No.
Okay, wait a minute. Did you?
I don't know if this prosecutor, the court, even have license to practice law.
Okay, no, we're not going down that road. Excuse me. Listen.
I don't have, constitutional right.
Let me tell you something. If you don't stop when I tell you to stop, I'm gonna take you out of here. We're not getting into whether somebody has a license to practice law. You are to contain.
It's a legitimate argument.
Listen, you're to contain your argument to the facts
And it says the fact
on this case.
from
This on the record.
the Bar Association, it said that it is not a licensed agent. So if you got a bar practice without a license, which the Constitution of the United States and the state.
Sir, I'm not gonna listen to that.
No state, no city, no township, municipality can make a law contrary to the highest law of the land. Now, for that to be placed on the record.
It's placed on it. Now, you're done. All right, today is the date scheduled for a preliminary examination. This is on one count of retail fraud, first degree.
To the court will confirm that the defendant still wishes to represent himself as this is a critical proceeding.
No, but do you still wish? Assume he did.
Yeah, it just has.
He's just been asking all this time. Would you still want to represent yourself? You've been telling us all this time. Do you want to represent yourself?
I've been wanting to represent myself.
Okay, so you want to proceed today by yourself without a lawyer, right?
Not before I let it be known that I still never received my full discovery.
Well, what haven't you received, sir?
I haven't had a chance to go over the videotape because one of the witnesses in the videotape that I know that when I was speaking to him and was saying, letting him know that, look, man, put this stuff back on here because I'm choosing not to buy it here and I'm going someplace else. So it wasn't like I was trying to steal nothing when I told the guy this particular, I wanted to make sure that he's being available to be questioned.
I don't know who he's going to call. See, this isn't a trial. So this is just your probable cause hearing. So the prosecutor has a very low threshold burden of proof. He doesn't have to put on every witness, he said. He doesn't necessarily have to use the video. He might. And if you say the video means something else, that creates a question of fact that would go to trial for the trier fact to resolve. And of course, you get an opportunity to question about the video in depth at trial.
Also, I'd like to mention the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that it's been a delay because I don't know who these people have been coming up here. I've been telling the court that I've been wanting to represent myself.
Well, you've been representing yourself since the last time.
Well, I've done with them at the county jail. They said without the court allowing them to know that I was representing myself, it was certain information I couldn't get. They would not have given me. Like the Michigan court rules of evidence. You know what I'm saying? For part.
I've never heard of the court having to tell the jail you're representing yourself. I've never heard of that.
The new technology, they used to have a law library you could go. But now you do everything over the computer.
Okay.
You got to leave a request. In order for them to fulfill your request, they have certain criteria that you got to show ahead of time.
Well, sir, I don't know anything about what the jail's criteria is.
And also, I'd ask, for a standby lawyer.
But they don't do that.
But from my understanding from previous experience,
What year was that?
Federal circuit court and from other court.
Federal circuit court.
No, I know, and circuit court. They have done.
This is the state system.
There has been opportunity to have standby lawyer for instances where they could confer certain information that the prosecutor might not want to give to me because he might feel he's better than me or something. Because he feels that if I come to somebody,
Listen, Mr. Dansby, we can't keep,
Somebody allows me to receive
no,
discovery.
of course you got, that's not true. You have a right to represent yourself and you do have a right to get discovery. But what you can't do is come in here on the day of the hearing claiming that, oh, now you want to stand by counsel.
I said,
Okay, but I'm telling you,
I'm just saying what, from my
Well.
experience, it's always been, stand by counsel, been set.
I don't know what your experience is. I just know what Michigan and I don't know when you got,
Well, of information.
okay, sir.
And
The Michigan Indigent Defense Rules, they have a whole new program that's been started a few years ago. So we used to do standby counsel and anything like that. We used to do that all the time when the court was appointing. Now they have a whole system. They don't pay for that. They say if the defendant wants a lawyer, fine, but there's no quote standby lawyer in their view, so they don't pay for that. I didn't make that rule. The person,
I couldn't verify it if I wanted to without.
well, the person that,
Without the people in the jails who's running the law library information, able to send me the information that I need, because without them having, and for their quote.
okay, what information
Their
do,
quote unquote.
sir, what information do you think you need just for a preliminary exam?
Your Honor, just,
No, I said for Michigan Indigent Defense appointment.
So then you said it used to give standby counsel.
I said we did before that system was created.
Well, I want all the chance to update on the system, yeah.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with this.
Court rules the evidence.
Your Honor, I'm gonna, just so I can expedite this, and to satisfy the defendant, at the circuit court level, the circuit court has the budget and the ability and the staff to appoint a standby counsel once he gets up there. And once we finish this hearing, he may be up there and he can make that request then, and I'm sure the circuit court will have no problem immediately assigning him an attorney to advise him as he represents himself. As far as the people are concerned, the court has been complied with. He's freely and voluntarily relinquished his right to an attorney. May I call my first
So the
witness?
court, so, yeah, I like to also state that I still haven't received my discovery, and my date was proposed because of some guy who said he was my attorney. I did an extra 30 days, the extra 30 days.
Well, if you keep this up,
That's my attorney.
you
Why
gonna,
wasn't my,
you're gonna be here another 30 days. Do you want me to adjourn this case again?
No, I don't want to talk. I'm really actually having dismissed.
No,
For the simple fact that.
we're not doing that.
Or ask for a personal bond, because I've been, had my cases adjourned on other people's.
Sir, you the one that asked for new lawyers or no, or no lawyer.
Ask for any new lawyer, because I never accepted the first. I have never signed for an appointment of an attorney from the very beginning, even at.
Okay, sir. Well, we're gonna proceed with your preliminary examination without a lawyer. So you should be happy today that you don't have one. And then when you get to the circuit court, ask them to give you a lawyer. He just said they have a budget for that.
Them give me my discovery.
What discovery don't you have? What tape?
Your Honor, I'm gonna play the tape for him, today anyways. There's no right to it. There's not even a right to discovery before a preliminary exam, technically underneath the court rule. I mean, we deal with this all the time. So this is just an intermediate proceeding. It's not gonna affect anything. As you know, attorneys don't even ask questions a lot of the times during preliminary exams because it creates a question effect.
But they certainly don't call. They might ask questions, but they don't call witnesses.
Not in all situations. In all the preliminary exams, but there's.
Okay. Have a seat, sir, unless you want to stand up for the whole hearing. Call your first witness.
People go to the same Robert Stanley. Yeah.
Mm.
And Your Honor, I do accept the use of polygons.
Okay, let's see if we can get that working again. Where Jessica is. There she is. Jessica. Now, Mr. Shockley, go ahead and, are you on?
I'm on.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to right laptop. Jessica, can I have the remote? Let's see what we're doing. You tell me if that's wrong. Okay. Input. Okay, this says input 3. It says input 2.
Stand before you sit down, look at Judge Johnson.
See,
Like bravery.
it comes back to the same thing we got. See that?
What table are you at, Shopkins? Or what table is that? Right table?
I got right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey.
See? And it just each one of them comes back to the same screen.
I see, cause it's not turning on. Oh, there it is.
Is it on now?
I just saw it.
Okay, let's see now. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Now the inputs won't even show up. It's interesting. What did you just do? Now, okay. It's HDMI1. Okay. Still the same. Let's go down to 2.
I see it on two,
You do?
on the camera, on the screen, on my screen of it.
Well, something's wrong with the Polycom
Uh,
because it's not showing the TV.
it's not even turning on it.
Yeah, and that was what was happening the other day when I tried that.
I'll have to zoom in.
Can you make a call to get that repaired? Hold on a second. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I didn't know you could see it like that. Because I was just looking at the screen and I can't see a thing. But you could see it. You said you see it on your Zoom. And it's still on HDMI too? Can you still see it?
No.
Okay, wait a minute. Did you?
Right out the gate, this is a classic courtroom clash. The defendant is going down the sovereign citizen style argument, challenging authority instead of addressing the charges. But here's the reality. Courts do not entertain debates about whether attorneys are licensed in this way. The judge shuts it down fast because none of that helps the defendant's case. Question for you, is he standing his ground?
I'm still plugged in. I haven't touched anything.
I didn't touch anything. Why can't you see it, Jess? That's HDMI 2.
Judge, while we figure this out, can I run him to the restroom?
Hmm?
While we figure this out, can I run him to the restroom?
You gotta go now. What am I doing? I don't want him to do it on my floor. We could take a couple seconds break. The defendant needs a restroom. And Mr. Shockley, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Sir, when you are ready, will you please state and spell your name for the record?
Yes, it's Robert Sammons. R would be ERT, last is SAMMONS.
Who is your employer?
Meyer,
What is your job title with Meyer?
Asset Protection Team Lead.
Asset Protection Team Lead?
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been employed in that capacity by Meyer?
Since January of 2025.
Did you receive any specialized training to have that title or that role?
Yes.
And what do you do? What kind of training?
So it's a multitude. So over years, Wicklander certified, and then different courses in asset protection and policy related, that kind of stuff.
Are those courses designed to help you detect retail frauds or patterns of retail frauds?
Yes.
Were you employed in that capacity on July 26, 2025, around five 5:30 p.m.?
Yes, sir. Okay.
And so do you work at a specific Meyer store or multiple stores?
I'm assigned to the one in Southwood.
Is that located at 28800 Telegraph Road,
Yes.
City of Southfield,
Yes.
County of Oakland?
Yes.
On that date, around that time, did you identify a retail theft in progress?
Yes.
And how did you identify that?
In this particular case, it was just rapid selections of similar merchandise.
What do you mean rapid selections?
So one of the indicators of theft is, grabbing merchandise without looking at price, or without appearing to look at price, size, that kind of thing.
And how did you see this occurring?
On the floor.
Were you physically on the floor or were you watching cameras?
Sorry, I was physically on the floor.
Did you follow this individual,
I did.
as he was selecting items?
Correct.
Do you see that individual you're following presently in the courtroom?
I do.
Will you please point and identify an article of clothing he is wearing?
It's the, over to my left, and he's wearing like a blue, shirt with a white t-shirt.
Your Honor, may the record reflect the proper identification of the defendant?
Yes, so ordered.
Upon following this individual, did at one point he come to the point of sale?
He did.
Was that before, at any point did he try to walk out before coming to those points of sale?
No,
Did he have a cart or was he concealing these items on his person?
it was a carton.
Was that cart full?
Yes.
Upon him going to the point of sale, what did you, just so we put, you were at the point of sale when he got there.
I was, yes.
And what did you see him do at that point?
He went up to a cashier, and myself and asked where the bathroom was.
Was that before or after the cash register?
That was, it's kind of at the same time. It's like at a, it's like a giant area where there's like self-checkouts.
Are these self-checkouts?
Yes.
Is there a long looping line to the self-checkout?
Correct.
Did he still have the cart with him?
He did. So he left the cart, actually by me, and then he went to the restroom.
And what did he do? Did he come out of the restroom?
He did.
What did he do upon coming out of the restroom?
He grabbed a cart and proceeded towards the opposite side of the store, which would be the grocery side.
And what did he do upon getting to the grocery side?
He pushed the cart out, exiting the store without offering payment.
When you say he pushed the cart out, is there a double door vestibule to Meyer?
Yes.
Did he
A
enter
what?
a double door vestibule?
Vegetable.
That's the whole.
Oh,
not
vestibule.
vestibule. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, so it's basically what it is. It's an opening with, EAS towers, and then he pushed past those EAS towers.
What is the EAS tower?
Electronic article surveillance that detects the tags, that the merchandise protection tags on merchandise, the thing that beeps when you pass it.
Did they beep?
None of these had tags, so no.
Okay. Did you stop him at that point?
Yeah.
Did he say anything to you upon stopping him?
He said, I can't recall exactly what he said.
But he did say something?
He did.
Okay. And what did he do upon you confronting him?
He walked past me and then went out the doors going to on the grocery side into the parking lot.
Did he abandon his cart or did he try to take his cart with him?
He abandoned it.
Did you retrieve this cart?
I did.
Were you able to scan the items that were contained within the cart?
Yes.
Upon scanning these items, was a receipt produced?
It was.
Yeah, then may I approach the witness?
Yes.
People propose exhibit 1. So take a second look at what I just handed you. What is that?
It's a receipt from Meyer.
And does it fairly accurately pick the items you scanned from the cart?
Yes.
Has that receipt been edited in any way to your knowledge?
Oh, no.
People will go to that People's Exhibit 1.
Show it to the, okay, sir, that is People's Proposed Exhibit 1. Hello? Well, he's offering it. Is there an objection?
This right here is crucial. The judge just explained something many people misunderstand. A preliminary hearing is not a trial. The prosecution doesn't need to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt yet, just probable cause. That's a very low bar. So even if the defendant thinks the video proves his innocence, this stage isn't about winning. It's about whether the case moves forward. Big difference.
Okay, no objection heard, admitted.
Commissioner, approach and publish.
Yes.
Thank you. Sir, does Meyer take cameras?
We do.
And were those cameras working operational on that day?
They were.
And did, upon him leaving the store, did you contact law enforcement? Did law enforcement come to your location?
They They caught them, like in the, they went towards 12 Mile, made a right. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's east or west, but made a right and then they caught it right there. And then they came.
So, okay, so to answer my question, law enforcement did come to your location?
Yes,
Upon them coming to your location, did you show them video for the incident?
yes,
Previous to you taking the stand, did I show you what's on the splash drive?
yes,
Is what's on the splash drive, the videos from my road that day?
yes.
People were moved to next people's proposed exhibit 2.
So, any objection?
People's proposed exhibit 2 is the camera footage from mine, correct?
Yes.
And that's the same footage we turned over to the police? Yes. People were moved to next people.
I object to the fact, John, I haven't had not have a chance to go over, take previous to the examination.